In this video, I'll be teaching one of my favorite moves, the elbow lever to handstand on one hand. While hand balancers often do this on a cane to a static handstand, in this video, I'll be teaching it on the floor to hand hops. The mechanics are slightly different when doing this on the floor as opposed to elevated, as the feet cannot swing below the hands. By having more room for the legs to swing, force from the legs can be generated through a greater range of motion, making it easier to get to handstand. Before doing this skill, you need to be able to balance or hop on one hand and be very comfortable with an elbow lever. If you don't have the hand balance or hop prerequisites, you can still build strength and control with progressions as you work on these skills concurrently. Before covering progressions, I'll be breaking the technique of the move down. This skill involves a combination of rocking, kicking with the legs, and pushing with the arm. I start by lifting my chest and flexing the hips and knees. From here, I rock forward and kick my legs out as I push with my arm to lift the body toward the handstand. Finally, I tuck the legs back in toward the top of the movement. This last part is very important when going to hops on one hand, as it puts you in the correct position to start hopping. It also changes your distribution of weight as you approach the top, allowing some extra time to get the arm straight. By tucking your legs back in, it's as if you're lifting your hips up from the feet. If you don't tuck the legs back in, you'll often fail short of the handstand with a bent arm. The simplest progression toward this movement is doing it with two hands. Rock the body, kick the legs, and push to the handstand as explosively as possible. As you eventually want to do this on one hand, try to make the movement powerful and use technique to catch in a handstand, rather than using strength to push up. If you can't yet do this to a handstand, you can practice going to a headstand in between as an intermediate step. This will help develop the technique and timing of kicking the legs and tucking them back in. If you can get to the handstand comfortably, you can practice transferring to a one-arm tuck at the top and increase the challenge by doing this with fingertip assistance. When you're comfortable doing this on the floor to one hand, you can increase the difficulty by holding a bar or ledge with the free hand. This will make it harder to assist, helping bridge the gap to the single hand version. As this is a highly technical skill, practice these drills when you're fresh to optimize performance and get the most out of them. Building general pushing strength with handstand push-ups, 90-degree push-ups, and rigid elbow lever to handstand reps can supplement your training, but technical development should be the priority for unlocking this skill. I hope you found this video useful. If you enjoy my tutorials, don't forget to subscribe to be notified of new videos.